because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the South Florida Bulls, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. What a way to start this game. Try to rattle them right off the bat with an onside kick, and it pays off.
Ready. 3:25.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, when you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out. Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes.
Oh, what a move to get open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He might want another play. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score!
nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room. It's Longo. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you've got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets away from one, finds room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quickly out to the tight end. Got it inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it first and goal.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
With the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harrell. And the defense drags him down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
First and 10.
Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Look out, he's got room. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Let's see what he can do with it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36.
Will take over. First and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the air, it's Lindsey. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Drills him with the stiff arm. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Lost the throw again. Under fire. Touchdown Razorbacks. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's reverse. Find some fresh air. He'll go out of bounds at the the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun on third down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires on the move. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secure.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Longo. Crosses the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in
Touchdown, USF! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pickett. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Buys a little extra time. He's got it for a big play. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rush is on him. He wants to go deep. And his throw is incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Arkansas, 35. South Florida, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. The short hands. It's Johnson. Looking for room at the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pickett. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, South Florida. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. On to attempt the try. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Punt is on its way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
These punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. He's in open space downfield. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Harrell. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world, but it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there.
He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Going for the big play. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, it's a fake. Still looking, on the move. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Caught behind the line. It's Lyons. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so he can go get the first down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, USF. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Lindsey. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open. And his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He's got it on the outside. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got his man on the outside. He's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He has been scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Looking for a crease. It's Lyons. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Chester. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown Bulls. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You know, you want to look as impressive as this guy has played.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, South Florida. Looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's pretty amazing at this point in the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Tackled there by the defense. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab on the shot. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Got room to work. Racing down the left side. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Pickett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to... as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Steps away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Here's a throw downfield late. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught. Late touchdown hit, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Extending the play. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.